Hello friends, today we'll see the orthographic views of this given picture or this object. So the pictorial view of an object is given, and from that what we have to do? We have to draw the front view in the direction of x, and that too also sectional, means we have to take the section along the line A and drawing its front view. Then top view from vertical direction and right hand side view looking in this direction we have to draw. So the basic preparation required is what? Preparing the three blocks, and for that we need these three dimensions: length 100, width directly it is 44, and height we'll have to see that this base plate is 18, then 18 plus this 22, 40, and then radius of this semi-cylindrical portion is 22. So like that the height is going to be 62. Then we have to draw the right hand side. So once again I'll explain the procedure of drawing the three blocks for drawing orthographic view. Please observe it very carefully, and it is going to be very useful and unique one also. So first line, right from the top, you have to leave the distance more than 62. Means we have to leave this distance more than 62, and then draw the light line like this. Draw the light line like this. Then after that, below it, at a gap of around 15 to 20, we have to mark the second line, so which is going to be dark one. It is going to be dark one, and we can draw like this. Then third line, again at a gap of 15 to 20. Don't waste the time in measuring. So if it is little bit more or less, there will not be any difficulty. So mark this third line like this. Once we mark third line, so whenever the right hand side view is there, start with Y. If left hand side view is there, start with X, Y on right hand side. Then from this, leave some gap of 10-15 mm from Y and draw the vertical line. Vertical light line. So this line should be light. Then afterwards, next task is what? The length. Length of this object. Immediately you mark the length, and the length of object is 100. Then at a distance of 100, draw one more light line. And once you mark this second line, so this will be the center required for us. Very important point for us for rotating the top view and converting it into side view, or from side view taking the projectors in the top view. So for that it is going to be very important. Then before that, you remove this third line towards left. So on this side nothing will be there. The front view will be on and top view will be on right hand side, not on left hand side. Remove this. The next is after this. So the width of the object. Width of the object is how much? So it is given 44. So it is given 44, and that you can mark from this. So it is going to be 44. So if we mark this width like this, so this is going to be width. So this block will be there for the top view, and this top view we can transfer in the side view, this width. How we can transfer? Rotate it. So instead of marking the 45-degree line, so this is the best way or easy way. So it is also not wrong that 45-degree, but my experience tells so it is much better. We have to rotate it through 90 degree. So Once we rotate it through 90 degree, then from this XY line, again draw the vertical line. Vertical line like this. And then afterwards, from this height of this object, we have to mark. And height is how much? 62. So it is going to be 62. So it is going to be 62. Like this, we get the three blocks, and these blocks will be for what? Blocks will be for top view, front view, and right hand side view. So once again, we can clear that right hand side view will be in first angle method, it will be towards left. Means there will not be any question that side view is drawn at wrong place. So that will be also avoided through this procedure. And so from this outermost projector, so whatever the gap is there, similar gap you leave on this side and you remove this. And neatly you write over here XY. X. This is the reference line, and these are the three blocks. Once we draw this, then after that, my suggestion is what? Draw the center lines. If object is symmetric, draw the center lines. So that is the best way of drawing the orthographic views. And how to draw the center lines? You can see it neatly in the top view. This object, as it is completely symmetric from this, so it is 44, means 22. From 22, we have to draw the center line. And center line, it's always an imaginary line. You can extend it beyond the blocks. This is the center line in the top view. Then immediately you can transfer this center line in the side view. How we can transfer it? With the help of compass. With the help of compass, we can transfer it in the side view. And in the side view, draw once again the center line. This is the center line in the side view. And again, when semi-cylindrical, cylindrical portion is there, it is better to draw the intersecting center line. So which decide the center of that portion. And where to mark it? From the top, we have to mark that center line at a distance of 22. At a distance of 22, we have to mark this intersecting center line. This is the center line. And this center line you can transfer, so it is in the side view, so we can transfer it in the front view, but it is almost in the middle face, that part is there. So only in this part we can mark the center line in the middle portion. So at the same time, these two holes, so for that also we can mark two center lines, and where these two holes are there, from this side at a distance of 25, at a distance of 25, This is the center line. So it's a small hole. So from this side also, this is the center line, intersecting center line. And this center line, it will be useful for showing the holes. So in the front view, and in the front view, this center line will be somewhere over here. Similarly, its projection also. So in orthographic views, if you follow such techniques, then problem will become very interesting, very simple. So what I did, I have initially taken all the dimensions, then marking the 3 blocks for 3 views, then afterwards center line. So it is my way of teaching that always I teach the orthographic view by using the center lines, and probably it is one of the best way. Then what I'll suggest after this, so whatever the circular, semicircular part you finish in the beginning, means later on don't draw anything with the help of compass in the views. So what we can do, so in the side view, so now here we have to draw that circle in the side view. First check. Now this semicircular portion, circular portion will finish first, and this part is, just we'll check it. This is the semicircle. Then circle in it phi 20 means radius 10. Mark this radius, and with this center itself, draw this circle also. So in the side view, circle, semicircle is over. Then in the top view, so what is its size? 2 holes of phi 10. Phi 10 means very small circle. So its radius is going to be 5 mm. Drawing small circles, it is very little bit difficult with the help of compass. This is the circle with phi 10 and one more circle. This is also with phi 10. So these are the 2 circles. Now the work of compass is almost over. The work of the compass is over. So after drawing, see once again I draw the center lines first, and then circular, semicircular, quarter circular portion. Then after that, start with the one of the view, which is going to be very simple. And now looking to this, here side view is very simple, and it will help us also. Why side view is very simple? Anyway, this semicircular, circular portion we have drawn. So below that the straight portion of 22, and below that this rectangle. Correct? Then how we can draw it? Let's see it. It is complete. And from this at a distance of 22, mark this horizontal line, and below it, it is 18. in the side view we can see this rectangle. And if we finish it, this is the straight portion. Means it's not necessary that always we should start with the front view or top view. Looking to the object, we have to take the decision. Here we have started with the side view, which is very simple one. And again in the side view, this hole will mark at the end. It's very small part, but this gap or this slot of 9, so this will mark it. So it is going to be hidden over here. And how we can mark it? So that total is 18, but below it, so it's 9 dotted lines. So this is what the dotted lines. Then next part is what? Once we complete one view, so from that view, from the side view, whatever the horizontal lines are there, or when center line is there, there is no need to take the projection of its circle. From the center line you can mark above and below, but other horizontal lines we can take their projection. Those will help us. So this projection, similarly the projection of dotted also, it will help us. Then immediately after this you can think of front view. Then for the front view, what we have to do? So in the front view, this base plate having this slot, and plus this, there is a single surface only. And how we can mark it? Let's see it. So it is centrally. So whatever this portion is there, it is centrally. How much it is? 12. Means 6, 6. We have to leave the gap of 12 from the center. So it is the center. 6 from this side and 6 from this side. We have to leave that portion centrally, and above it mark it right from the top. It is up to this. Similarly, like this. It is 12. And then make this rectangle dark. It's 100. It's 100. It's 18. This is also 18. Sorry, before that. So the 12, 12 means there is a slot of, so this line is not throughout. Then what we have to do? So we have to leave 12 on both sides. We have to leave 12 on both sides, and we can erase it just by leaving 12 mm on both sides. So we'll have to erase that portion and then complete this part. It's 12. And on this side it is 12. And this one. Similarly, this topmost. So this is the visible part of this object. It is like this. Then see how useful these center lines are there. So these center lines in the front view, what you have to do? From this, directly you can mark this projection, or above it, how much it is? So whatever its radius is there, that much you can mark above the center line, or directly you can keep the scale and you can mark it. So these are the dotted lines. 520 means 10 above, 10 below, like this. Similarly, for this also, from the center line, we can mark this dotted on both sides, like this. So here also, it's small hole. So these are the dotted. Front view is over. Only base plate having 2 holes, and this is semi-cylindrical plate. So there also the hole is there. Now in the top view, what we have to do? In the top view, from the front view, you take the projections. How we can take the projections from the front view? Major projections you have to take, not all. So this projection of 12, then this projection also. It is going to be useful. Then in the top view, the most visible part is what? First, this semi-cylindrical portion, it will look like a rectangle. So it will look like a rectangle. It's it's 12, and once you mark this 12, then on both sides rectangles are there. It's 100 throughout, and this is also 100 throughout. It is also 100 throughout. Then it's 44. It is also 44. So this is what the visible portion. 3 rectangles. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then afterwards, dotted portion for this slot. So whatever the portion is there, so that rectangular slot, this part is going to be dotted. It is dotted. Similarly, on right hand side also. It's dotted. Then instead of taking the projections of this hole 520, so what is the best practice? From the center line, mark 10 mm above. In this portion, and 10 mm below. So this is the proper way of drawing the orthographic views. So these are the three simple orthographic views of this object. Then how to make it sectional? For making it sectional, I have told already. So make the ends of the center line dark, means it becomes cutting plane line. It becomes cutting plane line. So this end you can make it dark. This portion. This portion. So this is what? Making the end of this center line dark and then giving the names. It's A, this is cutting plane line, showing the cutting plane line in the top view. Then what changes will be there in the front view? When we take the cut with the help of this hole, and this hole, all these three holes will be cut and it will be converted into dark lines. It will be converted into dark lines. Simply, wherever the dotted line is there in the front view, make it dark line. Like this. Dotted line will be converted into dark line here also. It is. And in new cut shiny surface, we have to show the hatching lines. Except these three holes, everywhere we'll get the hatching lines, and for that hatching line, use 45-degree lines. And how we can mark these hatching lines? We can mark these hatching lines like this. Little bit lighter than object line. These are the section lines. So it indicates that it is the sectional front view. Then now we have to give the dimensions. Then again, for the dimensioning also I have told the rule. So that rule, basic rule is what? Or basic procedure what you can follow. Give the first dimensioning for the circular semicircular portion. Then how we can give it? 45-degree line like this. If it is a circle, extend it. And if it is semicircle, it will be like this. Then when such small 2-3 holes are there, so instead of giving all the dimensions, you give the dimension for one hole and you write 2 holes like that. So for this, the procedure is something like this. So this is the diameter. So this diameter is there, this overall, and write over here pi 20. Pi 20, it's radius 22. This is the radius 22. These circular dimensions. So here you can write like this, 2 holes, काय होते असं डबल लिहायला लागला ना, two holes of height 10 like this. Then overall length of this object and above it, it is 12. It is 12. It is 12. Then it's 9. This is also 12. It is also 12. Holes 12, 19, 12, 12. Height, I think all the dimensions are over. So 2 are remaining, those also will give. Which are remaining? The distances of these holes. So this it's 25. It is 25. So it is, or these are the 3 views of this object: sectional front view, top view, and left hand side view. When section line are shown, it is sectional front view only. I don't think that there is need of writing it. So sectional front view, top view and left hand side view. At the end, even though you can check also, semi-cylinder, circle in the side view, rectangle in the front view and in the top view. This whole circle in the side view, a rectangle in the front view. At the same time, the rectangle in the top view. These two holes are there in the top view. In the front view, these two holes. And now see how this checking helps us. So what was remaining? So this hole in the side view. So where is that hole in the side view? In the side view, both the holes, they will match with this. And from the center line, what we have to do? We have to mark 5 mm on both sides. So checking is always better. So it is dotted 5 mm on right hand side and 5 mm on left hand side. This is dotted. Means holes are also there. That slot visible in the front view, dotted in the top view, dotted in the side view. That base plate also in the top view, big rectangle, in the front view this shape, and in the side view again rectangle. Means object is over. So like this you have to draw the orthographic views and you have to check also. I hope you will like this method of drawing the orthographic views and this video also. Thank you.